Knockout punch indeed, ladies and gentlemen. The dark night rises. I'm Dr. Peter Glidden, your steadfast advocate for health, and sometimes it does feel like a battle, doesn't it? Sometimes it does feel like a good versus evil type of thing, and however you want to hold it in your mind to get you through the night, I'm okay with that. We are swimming upstream here. It seems that everybody in every culture who comes along and actually has a prudent idea, which is true, but it's outside of conventional wisdom, which often is anything but wise, has a hard time with it. I mean, Dr. Wallach's been championing this cause for 30-plus years, still going strong. Every state medical board in the United States at one time sued Dr. Wallach for practicing medicine without a license. He won every lawsuit. They put up roadblocks wherever they can. They try to bring us down, but the truth will out. And it's because of you in Youngevity Nation, individual Youngevity distributors, individual Youngevity business builders that are holding all of this together. You are the glue that holds this together. You are the nuts and the bolts that keep this train running down the track. You provide the fuel that charges the engine. You lay the track, and it's up to you. It's you. It's because of you. I have the privilege and the honor of, being up in the wheelhouse, so to speak, right? Stoking, I'm the one throwing the coal into the engine, right? Well, without you, the train wouldn't exist. The track wouldn't exist. So I appreciate it. It's a big, gigantic teamwork. We are a grassroots coalition of the informed who have taken upon themselves the responsibility of helping people have better lives. What's wrong with that? Nothing. The best thing about this whole supposition, this whole proposition, is that the proof of the pudding's in the eating. I don't care how much about biochemistry you know or don't know. I don't know if you can even spell vitamin. It doesn't matter. I don't care if you have 50 years of experience as a cardiovascular surgeon. The point of the matter is that if we're correct and that type 2 diabetes is driven in large part because of mineral deficiencies, when you provide the minerals back into your body, your blood sugars get better. Proof of the pudding's in the eating. And if you are a physician and you're looking at this, then you should be asking yourself, well, why aren't I supporting this? Why aren't I wanting to know more about this? That's what I'd like to know. Why aren't you? It's a pretty darn good question, right? Let's go to the phone, see what George is up to. George is calling back with a question. Hey, George, thanks for the phone call. You are live.
How are you, doctor?
I'm good, but I'll get better. George, what's happening?
3 weeks ago, you told me to begin a certain regime with the longevity, and I did. I have. And my throat is a lot better. I have the vocal cord nodule.
Excellent. How much better? 10%, 20%, 80%? Give me a number.
Well, it fluctuates. Sometimes I'm 20, 30% better, but then there are some days in which I have to strain my voice. It's like I have to clear my voice. The tiny secretions never leave me alone. And you told me last time there is a homeopathic medicine that has been throughout several centuries to be very good for vocal cord nodules. Try this, but then give me a call in 3 weeks, and we'll go from there.
All right, so what was the homeopathic medicine that I told you to do, or did I not tell you to do one?
No, you didn't tell me. You said to call in 3 weeks. I called the second, so 3 weeks is today. And you said that you were going to recommend that, but to try what I tried already, and I keep doing it.
Excellent. Okay, what do you? All right, so I'll tell you what it is, but I want to put this in perspective for the listening audience. What do you do for a living?
I am an instructor in a local college. I am a preacher, and those two things. And I sing in the choir.
Okay, great. All right, so and so you use your voice a lot, right?
Yes, and when I eat, I can talk better. But, that's what I was diagnosed with, a vocal cord nodule, 2 millimeters. But if I eat, somehow my voice gets stronger.
Okay, so what do you mean when you eat? Your voice gets stronger during the process of eating or for like an hour after?
Right after I eat for about 20, 30 minutes, the mucus disappears, everything is better, but then I begin to have these tiny mucus and I begin to have the raspy voice again. And that's why I asked you that time, should I take the killer biotic for the mucus? And you said, no killer biotic.
No. Okay, so when you spit the mucus out, what color is it?
Sometimes it's clear, sometimes it's yellowish, but very scanty, and at the same time very thick.
All right, and the mucus that you get when you get it, does it?
Anytime during the day. Sometimes more in the morning, sometimes a little bit in the afternoon. So it depends.
And is any of this associated with a cough?
Sometimes I have to cough to clear it, like now. Excuse me. Now I feel a little better.
Yeah, okay. So you cough that stuff up and it feels a little bit better, right?
Even if it's just a tiny, very small, like a pinhead, or a pinhead, small, very small, that's what I get. And I spit it out, and sometimes it's annoying.
Yeah, and does anything besides eating take the edge off, like a hot drink or a cold drink, or is that irrelevant?
I think that sometimes if I drink something hot, like a tea, it goes away. But again, it only lasts about 20 minutes, and then it comes back. Yeah,
and when it's bad, is your voice reduced just to a whisper?
Yes, and I have to strain my voice a lot, and I have to stop, and I have to do like this, and get water. From the classroom, I have to leave and get water, and then keep going.
Okay, so here's the homeopathic remedy I want you to try. You ready?
Yes, sir, I am.
All right, it's causticum. You spell that C like Charlie, A, U, S like Sam, T like Thomas, I, C like Charlie, U, M like Mary. Causticum. I'll spell it again. C-A-U-S. T-I-C-U-M, homeopathic causticum. Now, in the health food store, there's in the vitamin section, there's going to be a shelf, a plastic shelf with about 50 homeopathic medicines in them. They're all dispensed in small tubes, look like little lipstick containers. I'm holding one up now for the live streaming audience. And they're all alphabetically oriented. You want to find the one that says causticum. And then there's going to be a number, 30C or 200C. You want to find, if they have it, the one that's 200C. And if they don't have the 200C, sometimes it's labeled CK, 200CK, you want to get the 30. But in either event, here's how I want you to take it. If it's the 30C strength, please take 2 pellets orally every 3 hours while you're awake for 7 days. If it's the 30C strength, 2 pellets orally every 3 hours while you're awake for 7 days. If it's the 200C strength, please take 2 pellets 3 times a day for 7 days. 2 pellets 3 times a day. And to take the medicine, you pop the little white pellets in your mouth and suck on them like a Tic Tac or a breath mint. Okay? Very inexpensive, very easy. 2 pellets every 3 hours if it's the causticum 30C, and 2 pellets 3 times a day if it's the causticum 200C. Now, George, the experience that in 3 weeks you're 20% better is very encouraging, because remember, with medical nutrition, the body fixes itself from the inside out, and that's like growing a tomato. You don't put seeds in the ground on Monday and expect to be eating a tomato on Friday, right? But you would expect to be eating a tomato 3 months later. So if 3 weeks you've gotten 20% better, I would expect in 6 weeks you'll get 40% better. In 9 weeks you'll get 60% better, and so forth and so on, right? So you need to just maintain the discipline here. And also, while you're waiting for the throat thing to go away completely, or as much as it's going to, you also want to pay attention to other stuff, right? because everything's connected. So, and this is one of the cool things about medical nutrition, because this really, in the final analysis, isn't, a laryngitis medicine. It's a George treatment, right? The George from Georgia treatment. Right? So we expect mood, energy, appetite, weight, sleep, sex drive, everything to improve, kind of, sort of, across the board. So just be mindful of that. Have you noticed anything else get better in the last 3 weeks? Anything anywhere else?
Everything. My energy level. In my couple of hours, I do about 200 push-ups in the classroom very quietly in a corner. I am walking all the time. I'm very much energized every single minute that I'm awake.
Yeah, you got to love it. All right.
Yes,
so
I do.
All right, buddy. We're on the right track here, George. You just need more time. Honestly, a little bit more time, and the homeopathic is either going to help or not. You'll know in 7 days. So call me back in 7 days.
Secretion? What is the secretion, the cause of this?
It's you have the George from Georgia illness. That's what you have.
Okay.
All right, you do. And I'm not being flip because, look, your body has experienced a stress. I don't know what the stress was. It might have been multiple things, right? Nutrient deficiencies over time, the stress of life, eating the wrong food all the time, it builds up, right? The stress of your life has impacted your body and destabilized it. And in a destabilized position, your system generated these unique symptoms. It generated the nodule on the thyroid. It generated the mucus secretion. It generated whatever else you were bothered by. The symptoms, whatever they are an active expression of your body experiencing stress and being destabilized by the stress. Our job is to give your body the nutrients it needs so that it can reestablish balance, fix itself, and when that happens, the mucus goes away. Does that make sense? We are helping your body to support and promote its own structure and function, and that's like never fail fudge. Keep up the discipline, buddy. Stick around, folks. More to come. Dr. Peter Glidden here, your steadfast advocate for health, welcoming you to the second hour of Fire Your MD Now. Rivera in Florida is up. Hey, Rivera, thanks for the phone call. You are live.
Your body, but it's not.
Rivera.
When structure and function of your.
Come on in, Rivera. You need to turn your speakers down and
yes.
There you are. Okay, good. Thanks for the phone call. How can I help?
Thank you very much, Doctor. I was hearing the webinar, but I have a couple of questions.
Okay, great.
I'm taking the supplements for about 3 weeks already. The first week I start to feel better. My bone pain, I have a bone pain, joint pain, and I'm start to feel better. But I'm a little confused with the doses. I don't know. I need to clarify how much I need it because I also have kidney disease, stage 3, and I have fibromas in my uterus.
Okay, great. So how much do you weigh?
120 pounds.
Okay, so what supplements are you taking? Give them to me one at a time.
Okay, I'm taking the Healthy Star Pack, who is the tangerine.
Okay, we're just going to stop right there. So the tangy tangerine, the recommendation for you would be one level scoop in 12 ounces of water.
Okay, 2 ounces of water, okay.
Twice a day.
Okay, I'm taking 3 times a day, 2 scoops 3 times a day.
No, I want you to say that's too much. You're only 120 pounds, right?
Yes.
All right, so we could amp that up to the 150-pound dose, which would be 1 scoop 3 times a day.
Actually, Doctor, I'm 130.
Okay, so 1 scoop, level scoop, 3 times a day.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Now, the next thing in the Healthy Start Pack is the EFAs, right?
Yes. Uh-huh.
All right. I'd like you to do 3 capsules twice a day.
Okay. 3
with a meal. Yeah. So,
okay.
3 with lunch, 3 with dinner. Okay?
Okay.
All right. The next is the liquid calcium, right?
Yes, the liquid calcium, the glucogel.
All right, well, no, the liquid calcium would be the Beyond Osteo FX.
Oh, yes, but it's in powder. It's powder, it's no liquid.
Okay, so you mix that. How do you mix that when you mix it?
8 ounces of water, one level scoop.
And how much water do you put that in?
8 ounces.
All right, I want you to do that at night. I want you to start to drink that about an hour before you go to bed.
1 hour.
Just, start drinking it. Drink a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. Until
and how much?
8 ounces is fine. That's fine.
With 1 scoop?
1 scoop, yep.
Because I was taking that twice a day.
Don't need to. You can only take that once a day. That's fine.
Just once a day, okay. I'm taking the ultimate daily capsules.
Yeah, you need 6 a day of those. 2 with breakfast, 2 with lunch, 2 with dinner.
I'm doing that. Correct.
Perfect.
And the selenium.
9 a day between meals. 3, 3, and 3.
Oh, selenium. I was taking 2.
Yeah, do 9, 3, 3, and 3. Okay.
Okay. What about the glucogel?
You have arthritis, right? Are you taking the glucogel capsules?
The liquid. Why you recommend it to me?
Because we're trying to support your joints. You have an arthritic problem, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So the capsules, you're taking the capsules or the liquid?
The liquid.
Okay. So the liquid would be at 130 pounds, 1 ounce, 3 times a day.
3 times a day.
Yep.
1 ounce. What do you recommend me, doctor? The capsules or the liquid? What is better?
Liquid is better for you right now.
Okay, right now.
Yep.
Yes, and that is 3 times a day.
Yep. And also, you would be advised to completely eliminate all 10 foods, right? I'm doing
that.
Okay, great.
Let me ask you, because doctors say, because I have the kidney disease, no meat, no. That is true or not? Because
no, don't listen to them. Don't listen to anything that they have to say about food. 0. Just please listen to me. Eliminate the 10 bad foods. Eliminate the 10 bad foods, especially oil and fried food, right? That stuff will kill your kidneys. Just stay away from that stuff, Rivera. And we're up against a commercial break. I think you're good to go, though. I appreciate you very, very much. Stick around, folks, and check out the live stream. Welcome back, everybody. Dr. Peter Glidden here. Phones are ringing off the hook as they do every day lately. Why is that? Because everybody is sick. Because everybody has taken the wrong dog to the hunt. If you took a Chihuahua to a duck hunt, I can guarantee you will come back empty-handed. Guaranteed. You need a golden retriever, right? A Labrador retriever. You need an Irish setter. You need a pointer. You need a hunting dog. You don't need a Chihuahua. Honest, I don't even know what you would use a Chihuahua for, quite frankly, but that's beside the point. Let's go to Tennessee and talk to Tom. Hey, Tom. Thanks for the call. You are live.
Hello, Dr. Glidden. I just have several guys I want to ask you some questions about that have had some injuries. But first of all, I just wanted to mention that I met you in, I believe it was last August or September in Smithville, Tennessee. And since then, I've had quite a remarkable improvement in my own health. And I've also wanted to let you know I've become an insider, a subscriber to your website. And I just wanted to let you know, too, that that's just been an invaluable source of information for educating people and building my business.
Well, Tom, that's it's very kind of you to say that, and I appreciate the props. Give the listening audience, because I honestly can't remember off the top of my head your specifics, but what specifically have you experienced improvement of in the last little while?
Well, my main reason for getting on the longevity products, really was a long road to even finding them. You know, I've tried everything over the years, but I had a lot of arthritis, real bad arthritis. I've had several neck surgeries and fusion and lower back surgery and fusion. and the arthritis was just unbearable. By 2:00 in the afternoon, I pretty well felt I needed to head to the house and lay down for 30 minutes, but more often than not, I never left again, just getting the relief. But I'd say 2 to 3 months in after starting, and we went on the bone and joint packs, and we were just very serious about, if we were going to do this, we're going to do it right. So we eliminated all the bad foods, and 2 or 3 months in, the arthritis was pretty well gone.
What do you mean gone? Whoa. Slow down, buddy. So how long had you been an arthritis sufferer?
Pretty much I'd have to say 20, 30 years,
All right, so let's cut the difference. So let's say you were an active arthritis sufferer for 25 years, and it had a major impact on your life. You were under the care of the MDs, of course, for this time period, and they weren't helping. You found us by hook or by crook, and in 3 months, your arthritis was 100% gone?
I wouldn't say it's 100%, but I mean so dramatic that if it had never gotten any better, I would have been happy with it.
Well, you got to love that, man. 3 months. I mean, that's amazing, right?
Yeah. I mean, just dramatic change in that. And then it wasn't really my what I was after, but I had tremendous weight loss too. Over that period of time. Since last August, I've lost around 90 pounds, and much of that was right at the beginning when I wasn't really focusing on weight loss. But then after I had that, I got all encouraged with that, so I did go on more of a focusing on weight loss, and because as I had dropped so much, it became harder and harder, or at least it slowed down. So I did go into, a more focused program toward the weight loss, and that just helped it too, right off to where I'm really happy now. I'm about 195 now, and haven't been that since I was about 14 years old.
So what you're telling me is you were suffering with arthritis for 25 years, and you're also overweight by at least 100 pounds. The arthritis was unbelievably, remarkably, noticeably better in 3 months, and into the bargain, you weren't even trying to lose weight, but you lost 90 pounds, all with what we're talking about. Change your diet and take a handful of medical, of nutritional supplements into your body. Man, oh man, now you know why we do what we do. I mean, it's remarkable. You know how many people there are like you that are suffering needlessly? Do you have any idea?
I run into them every day. I mean, there's no end to them. There's no end to them. I know that. I
know. It's crazy, man. And it's crazy to me how many people just kind of like they're doing the walk of death, right? Because they don't know there's a different way. What's your success rate, do you figure, with telling people what we're up to here?
If you look at people actually, contacted, given a Dead Doctors Don't Lie CD, to the ones that are actually on the program now, probably 20 to 30%, somewhere in that ballpark. But once I'm able to, once I have enough interest to get them one of your DVDs, to look at, or a link to one of the webinars that aren't on the DVDs, that success rate goes up much more, because it's information tailored to them and their specific problem. And, they get explained stuff to them that they've never heard from their doctor. They didn't even know why they had what they had, or that anything could be done, or what really is the crux of their disease. They don't even know these things, so those are, like I said, invaluable tools.
Well, that's very kind of you to say, and certainly that's what we're experiencing. We get this feedback a lot, that people that are using my DVDs, people that are using the tools that are available to subscribers, all the hundreds of hours of webinars that we've done, have a much greater success in bringing people into the light of science-based, clinically verified medical nutrition. Tom, it's an inspiration. I have to tell you, man, honestly, from my point of view, we're rolling this information out all the time, every day, all the time, every day, all the time, every day, and it's been a 25-year journey for me. And so it's easy for me to kind of lose my focus and forget, really, because I'm all about the big picture, right? But what's the big picture? The big picture is lots of little pictures. I mean, it's lots of individuals, people just like you, who've had remarkable recoveries. And honestly, man, when you become a doctor, when you take that oath, I don't even know if they make physicians take the oath anymore, but I know I took an oath in 1991, and I take it very seriously. So even if I can just get one person in their life to experience what you've experienced, then, I'm good, brother. And so I really appreciate the testimonials. I appreciate the phone call. I appreciate the feedback. And really, it's because of people like you that I get up in the morning and do what I do, and I really appreciate it very much. So how can I help you, Tom? What's up?
Well, great. I've just got several guys I'm working with. One's in his 20s, one's in his 30s. We start with the one in his 20s first. Injury to his leg. Outside of the knee, hit real hard trauma to the outside of the knee. He has had an MRI. They said he's got a torn MCL, not severed or anything, but got a tear in it and a torn meniscus, and I'm just bone contusions, and just trying to get him on something that would aid in the healing. He wants to avoid surgery if at all possible, and the doctor's good with that. He said it might, he always likes to see them heal if they can. So I think that's where we need to go. But just what we can do to, Steve, that would support the healing better than anything.
Oh, so that's easy. So where we lean there is the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack Original Formula. One Healthy Bone and Joint Pack Original Formula per 100 pounds of body weight per month. And part of the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack is the CM cream. You want to have him apply the CM cream topically, liberally, to the area of trauma right on his knee. He wants to apply that topically to the area of trauma on the knee every 5 hours, more or less, because that will cut down the inflammation that's happening there. It will cut it down in a way that's not going to metabolically stress him out or cause immune suppression or other nasty side effects down the road. So while he's taking the supplements internally, he can apply that topically. Do you know off the top of your head, Tom, was there black and blue that was associated with this, or a lot of swelling?
Yeah, very bad bruising. Yeah.
Okay, so whenever there's blunt force trauma with concomitant black and blue, which in fancy schmancy doctor talk is referred to as ecchymosis. So whenever we see black and blue and swelling because of blunt force trauma, there's a homeopathic medicine that will work like a charm. But it only works if there's blunt force trauma with black and blue. It's Arnica montana. So he needs homeopathic Arnica montana, A-R-N like Nancy, I-C-A, and then the second word Montana, just like the state. See if he can find it in the 1M strength, and he'll probably have to order that online. Arnica montana in the 1M strength, M like Mary. The recommendation here would be 2 pellets orally twice a day for 7 days. 2 pellets orally twice a day for 7 days, stopping after day 7. Okay? Arnica montana in the 1M strength. On top of original formula, Healthy Bone and Joint Pack, appropriate for body weight. You may give him 1 extra bottle of the liquid calcium if you want, because that wouldn't hurt. 1 extra bottle of the liquid calcium. And you can bring the glucogel dose up to 1 capsule of the glucogel per 10 pounds of body weight per day. So, figure out how much he weighs, and you may need to give him an extra bottle on top of the stuff that's found in the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack, because it wouldn't hurt for 4 weeks to give him extra glucogel. You can either give that in the capsules or the glucogel liquid. And generally speaking, the recommendation for the liquid is 1 bottle per 50 pounds of body weight per month. But because he's already going to be taking the healthy bone and joint pack, you really probably just need to give him 1 or 2 bottles of the liquid glucogel plus as extras. That should take care of it. Now, one other thing that we're finding through our trial and error thing here, and one of the reasons I like to chat so much as part of my subscription service, we're getting feedback from people, and I'm one of them, that if you're dealing with a bone, ligament, or tendon issue, that it would be prudent for you to eliminate coffee. That coffee tends to interrupt the process of healing. Coffee will interrupt the process of healing, so have tea instead, but eliminate coffee while he's in the process of recovering from this stuff, which may be a hard row for him to hoe.
Right. So now I had heard you say that before, but it was, I think, at the other time it was associated with cartilage. Is that pretty much the limit of coffee's?
Yeah. Well, no. Yeah. So whenever you're dealing with a joint issue, any type of a joint issue, whether it's ligament, tendon, cartilage, soft tissue, bone on bone, whatever. Just as an experiment, it would be prudent while you're involved in the healing process to eliminate coffee completely. Okay, great. The other gentleman, it's funny running into 2 people with injuries here at the same time, but the other one had blunt force trauma to the head. How long ago?
Forget about the eye, even have a blackened eye. And, he didn't go to the doctor or anything. But now he's about 2 weeks later experiencing what he almost calls like vertigo. Occasionally it's kind of a spinning, or if he lays down, he said, on his right side, things will start spinning.
All right, stick with me. We're up against a hard break, Tom. I'll dial this in when we come back. So glad that you called. This is how we do it, ladies and gentlemen, one person at a time, optimizing the structure and function of the body. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Tom from Tennessee on the line. We were helping him with one more of his people. So there was head injury, black and blue to the eye, and ever since the head injury, which was a couple of months ago. Was it a couple of months ago or a couple of weeks ago? So there's vertigo and dizziness and stuff. So with trauma to the head and lingering symptoms after the fact, the first homeopathic medicine to consider is called natrum sulfuricum. Let me spell that for you. It's N like Nancy, A, T like Thomas, R like Roger, U, M like Mary, natrum. Second word, sulfuricum, S-U-L-P-H-U-R-I-C-U-M, natrum sulfuricum. I would get it in the 1M strength and take 2 pellets twice a day for 7 days. 2 pellets twice a day for 7 days. And, of course, right, it's trauma to the head. The head is made of bones. So we want to give bone and joint support. Probably don't need the CM cream here, although it may be an interesting little experiment. But here's what I would do. I would do one healthy Body Start Pack 2.0 liquid. One healthy Start Pack 2.0 liquid. One healthy Start Pack 2.0 liquid. And 2 bottles of liquid glucogel plus per 100 pounds of body weight per month, plus eliminate the 10 bad foods. And I would give 1 extra bottle of Cal Toddy. 1 bottle of Cal Toddy on top of that every month. So that's one Healthy Pack 2.0 in the liquid form, which is a brand new combination that Youngevity is rolling out. It's the Beyond OsteoFX liquid, the EFA Plus, and the Beyond Tangy 2.0. It's called the Healthy Start Pack 2.0 liquid. One of those 2 liquid glucogel plus per 100 pounds of body weight per month, plus 1 bottle of Cal Toddy, and eliminate the 10 bad foods. Try the natrum sulfuricum. Check it out. That's what I would do, Tom.
All righty. Well, thank you so much. One more question. When are you coming back to Tennessee?
Yeah, that's a good question, Tom. Stay tuned. Are you going to be in Vegas in September?
I am.
All right. I'll have some news for you then. In the meantime, though, we press on. And I have to tell you, though, honestly, live events are great. And driving people to a live event is a really good thing to do, but I think and I did that for 3 years with Youngevity, went all around the country, as you well know. I think what's better is driving people to my webinars. I think it's better. I think it's a better, more effective tool. I really do. And, once a year, it's not a bad idea to have a live event. So stay tuned, brother. I've got more stuff coming at you. Don't worry. I've got your back.
Great.
Appreciate you very much.
Great.
Keep up the good work. It's how we do it, folks, all around the world. Christine from Illinois is up, and I think we have time to dial this in really quick. Hey, Christine from Illinois, thanks for the call. You are live.
Hello, Dr. Glidden. Thank you for taking my call. I want to tell you that I love the radio show. I am an insider, love it, and I love the live stream and the chat room. It's all fabulous.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, isn't it? It's good to have fun.
Is.
I mean, right? Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome. I love it. So my quick questions, hopefully I can get to them before you're off the air. My husband was allegedly diagnosed as a type 1 diabetic, and I say allegedly because he was diagnosed late in life, his mid-30s. So I have him on the blood sugar pack, but I'm trying to see what happens in 6 months by having him take a plant-derived mineral, but I wasn't sure on the dosage. He's about 175 pounds, and I have him taking 4 tablespoons. Do you think that is okay?
Yeah, it's perfect. What I would lean heavily on here or make sure he's getting enough of is EFAs.
Okay, and I have him taking 6, but I really think he probably needs more. What do you think?
Yeah, I would give him 12. If you're going to do a little experiment here aggressively, right, to try to stabilize the blood sugars or make a difference with blood sugars, then I'd give him 12 EFAs a day. I'd give him 2 ounces of the plant-derived minerals, which is what you're doing. 2 tablespoons is 1 ounce, twice a day, right? So you've got that dialed in. The sweeties, I would give him three bottles a month. I'd give him 3 bottles a month. That would be 12 a day. 4, 4, and 4.
Okay.
4, 4, and 4. Okay. And then, of course, Beyond Tangy and Cal Toddy appropriate for body weight. But I would go overboard with sweeties. I'd go overboard with the EFA Plus. And the extra plant minerals is never, ever a bad idea. Keep up the good work, Christine. You are the last best hope your family has to live a long, healthy life. Out of time, folks. Where does it go? Live long and prosper. Dr. Glidden, over and out.